think about it. There'll be an extra fee for that. I'll think about it. There'll be an extra fee for that.
Alright, it's like the chillest of chill streams today. We're gonna be doing Arlecchino's entire story quest right now. I usually don't stream the story, but I have a feeling that this is gonna be epic. So, buckle up. Where's my camera here? Hello? Hi. This is a more natural lighting, I say, as I have like the strongest light ever on. But, let's do this, shall we? I already fought her. Just to like get the achievements, but I never actually finished it. Spoiler alert! The fight is much easier than I thought it was gonna be, and I'm a little disappointed.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
But I expect good things from the story. Epic fight scenes. Also, we changed the layout. I hope you guys like it. So now you can see the whole screen. Like, open your eyeballs and get the whole experience. So, let me know how you like that. How you like that? Anyway. It's like a rainy day today, so we're just gonna have like a chill
one of the more popular turns
story
of phrase
stream,
at the moment, this
which
appears to be
may or
quite
may
the
not
faded
ever be seen again,
because
because I don't usually do this.
This has really made my day. I certainly wasn't
This is
expecting
the last thing I have to do on my main account
again.
until there's nothing left to do on main. So if we stream Genshin again, it will be on the alt.
You must be here for one of your magic
Build it.
shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Do I have any consolations? I do not.
Here too?
Honestly, I don't really have any intention to build her either
Most of the other members
yet,
of the House of
although
the
that could change
You may have
because
noticed
suddenly I
Poisson
decide that I
seems
want
a
to
bit
build
more
Navia. So I'm gonna start farming
crowded than
Navia's,
usual.
So you're
stuff.
saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Well...
But yes, welcome everybody
Since
to
the
the
two of you are
stream,
so
story
curious,
stream today.
perhaps I can
We're gonna
fill
have a
in
good
the gaps.
time. Say hello in chat if you're here. Wave,
You
hello.
said I
Make sure you
might have to
answer the poll because I need to know if your father came home with the
Father,
milk. It's
you're
very
here.
important to me. If you're watching on PC, go to Twitch. You get the full screen experience. Hello, people on Twitch. All 0 of you right now.
Probably super confidential House of the Hearts.
But yeah, have a
We
drink,
totally
have
weren't
a
very proud or
snack.
anything.
No need
Peanut
to
butter.
be nervous.
So,
I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation.
Yeah, we're in for it.
just now.
We're in for it. Welcome everybody
Of
to the
course.
stream.
I can also understand your
Good to see
confusion.
you.
Sending so many
Send a
Fatui here
wave.
to
Send a wave
Poisson,
if
it's
you're
only
here.
natural
Hello.
that some
So I
might
know that you're here.
suspect
Is
an
it
ulterior
earpod?
motive to be
It's literally
involved.
just the ones that come with the phone. But like back then, because these are the ones that came when the phone had an ear jack. So yeah.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of
How's
confrontations
the
with
build
Fatui
quality
in
of the
past,
wire?
and I
Garbage.
can't exactly guarantee that
It's
we'll
actually
remain on good
trash, but
terms in the
these
future.
don't get used very much.
As for right
so I don't
now,
mind.
however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely
Your
with us in
stepdad
the
didn't bring
past.
back the milk? I'm
As
so
for the issue
sorry.
at hand,
Yo, what's up?
it hardly relates to any ulterior
Person on
motive.
Twitch,
To
Cam.
be frank, it all stems
PCs.
from a certain
Hello.
rumor
Hello,
circulating
everyone
around the
that's
House of
watching
the
on
Hearth.
YouTube as well.
It's an internal
There's a lot of y'all.
matter.
What
Join
sort
us
of
in the chat.
rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
Phantom child, excuse me?
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is
It
giving
happened
my
twice?
creeps.
A spirit that should
Twice
have
that your
long ceased
stepdad
to
left with
exist
the
is
milk?
lurking in the
Damn, I'm
shadows
so
of the
sorry.
House
Who
of the
hurt you?
Hearth. So I decided to bring
Or
the
is the
children
question
to
really what
Poisson
kind of
before
demon child
continuing to
are you?
investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down
Number
the spirit
one-
fairly quickly.
number one,
After that, it's just a matter of
enemy to
resolving the
stepfathers.
situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much
Thank you
trouble.
guys for the follows on
If
Twitch.
you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be
Mega
advisable
icon
to stick around
slasher.
for a few days.
Thank you.
I'm sure the children would be
And Cam.
exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
You quit Genshin? How recently? If it was during the last patch, I don't blame you. I couldn't help but feel intimidated during the conversation with the Nave. Ooh. You know what? You know what's like?
Has long been a
You
dream
quit
of mine
Genshin,
to
but you
invite
still
to
watch
our
people playing
home
Genshin
and
is like when you
introduce
have a
to my other
pet, or no, when
siblings.
you don't have a pet, but
You're
you just
quite
mooch
well
off
known in
everybody
the
else's
organization
pets.
already.
That's kind of what this
A
this
lot of
relationship
people have
is
been
like.
talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy.
Or I'm the
If you're
owner of the
willing,
pet. I
why
have to
don't
pay
you
for the
stay a
vet
while
bills.
and
I have to
have a
pay for
little
the
chat
food.
with us?
I have to do all my commissions and everything.
Alright.
Hiya.
We don't have anything else to
I
do
put
right
in
now
all the work
anyway.
and you just
So
reap the
let's
benefits.
be clear,
It's
we're
fine.
just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Arlecchino is the only father that you have.
During
Same.
our stay in
Same,
Poisson,
though.
we've been helping out the locals.
You
with
came
some
back to
fishing.
Genshin
We
for
bring in
father,
quite the
as you
bounty
should.
every day. In fact, today is the perfect chance for me to show
I
you
can't
what I
believe
can
that
do in
we've
the
like
kitchen.
come
Let's go.
so
I'll
far.
take
I
you to where we're
still
staying.
remember Senora kicking Venti like it was yesterday. Like it was yesterday. And instead, here we are. Look how good she looks though. Like that's crazy that we get this character. It really sucks if you don't have her weapon. I'm sorry to all of you that can't get it, but like, yeah. Someone asked me if I'm gonna print that, and the answer is hell yes. Just not anytime soon, because I'm in the middle of printing Verdict, and you know that's taking a long time. And like, it takes a lot of time to get the model like ready for printing, and I'm star procrastinator, so you know it's gonna be a while. I'm kind of thinking about cosplaying Coleta from Zenless though. So if that does
We
happen,
rented this house
her
from one of
weapon
the
will come
locals to use
first,
as a temporary
which
base.
is a giant hammer.
I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should
3
be
months
all
ago and
ready
you're
for
already
you
at
to stay in
53.
tonight.
Genshin's just handing
Awesome,
out AR
thanks.
EXP like it's
So,
candy
where are we
to
off to
out of
now?
a white van.
Well, when I
Did I find Dr. Ratio? I did. As soon as I saw that man, I was like, oh my gosh.
With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside
Yeah,
supplies every
yeah,
now
that
and
was
then.
a
I
woo.
should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise,
Thank you,
people
Vishal.
might
I
start to get
appreciate
antsy.
that you love watching
we'll
me.
come with.
Exclusive stream on Twitch for
There are all
two?
sorts of rumors about your
It's
organization
not
floating
exclusive
around
on
out there.
Twitch,
Paimon's not
but
sure
it's
she can even take a
exclusive
wild guess
in
at
this
what's
format
true
for
and
you.
what's not.
So yes.
But now that
And my
we
pay to win
finally
or
have
free
the
to
chance
play?
to see a day in the life of
Oh,
the house,
young
we can
frog.
take a good look
Or
at
are you
how
a
we
young
operate.
goose?
Well,
You know,
you're
your
more
name's a
than
little
welcome to
confusing.
come along.
But either way, this is a pay to win household. Oh yeah. I have four limited 5 stars at C6R5. And then I have Jean at like C20 something. Actually it might be at 30 by now. But no Aquila. You're a frog named Goose. Alright, I got it right the first time. Stonks.
Linny, we're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
I feel like
Brought
Linny
them
just
with
like
you? Yep. Here you
showed
go.
up in Prosson and all of a sudden like he's the new
Hello?
Navia.
Something caught your eye?
This man is just gaping at me,
the
bro.
Traveler in Paimon.
Way to make a lady feel
No
uncomfortable.
way! Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
I'm here all the time. A lot of the time I hang out with Navia too. Seriously?
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon
Linny's
didn't
daddy.
realize
That
you were
is
this famous.
the most untrue thing I've ever read.
Of course!
Linny is straight up
Father
a
and Linny
femboy.
have told
You
us
know what?
so
There was
much about you.
in Arlecchino's
Father
demo,
told
I
us
was like,
about how
oh,
you
is
helped
that
Linny.
the person on the
According
bed?
to
I was
her,
like, oh, is that
you're a
Linny?
trustworthy
And then I
friend.
realized she had a
As
lot
far as
of
she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest
a
compliment we've ever
booba.
heard
And then
her
I was
give.
like, oh,
I
actually
can
still could be
imagine
Linny.
everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the traveler
It
is
was
so strong
it was
that she can move
a slight on
mountain
my
with her
part,
bare
but you know.
hands.
Wisp, thank you for the
I
follow.
heard
I
Paimon
appreciate
eats
it.
so much that she can clean out the entire pantry and
Yeah,
hold the
Lenny's
forage
mommy.
for days.
Mommy.
Wait a second, that's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all. Oh wait, when guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh, we don't
I mean,
need
I would
something
appreciate
like
a
that.
gift.
Besides, we don't have anything to give to you. Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison.
Excuse me, child. This child's trying to give me poison.
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
These children are very suspicious.
Ah, now that's
Oh,
not
I don't
a
have
bad
my water
idea.
over here. Well, I guess we're gonna
usually prefer to fight
be
head on,
parched
but
this
it
stream.
never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know.
I forgot that we're doing
I was
Arlecchino's
not
story
too
quest
long
and not
ago,
Lenny's story
and I'm
quest.
still dealing with
Okay.
the after effects.
Suddenly,
So I'm not quite as good as I was before.
mentally, I'm
but I
here.
can still give you some pointers.
Wants to eat Paimon?
When you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison.
I don't even know if I hear her anymore.
But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone you really
Oh, actually, yes.
love,
This would be a
and
great
we'll
gift.
switch
I
it
have
up
I have a
for
whole lineup of people that I need taken care of.
All right, Fold Selwar.
Hit him
I
with a
think that's
fish.
enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion
Oh, my
might make them
favorite
more
story
annoyed
quest?
than anything. I would say
That's a good
your
question.
enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
I did like.
Really?
Is it Zhongli's second one? The one with Ajaha, where you learn about like the salt god? I don't remember why, but that one stands out to me for like going. Maybe it's because you got to go in that hole in Leeway, and I was like standing around wondering for the longest time. I was like, what the heck is this hole used for? And I could like not figure it out. I feel like those are two completely different things, but
Awesome! It's been so
that stands
long
out
since
to me.
we've had
Everyone
guests to
else's
play
story
with.
quest I
If
cannot
there's anything you
remember
need,
at all.
Just let us know. Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all
Act
sorts
1.
of potions for
Okay,
that.
then I guess it's Act 1. Hello,
Well,
Horatio
we'll
and
talk
Nova
to you all
Dude.
later.
What's up, y'all?
We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Later, loser.
Bye!
The crowd of 5 people. They do say 3's a crowd though, so you know that's fine.
Lenny, about all that poison and stuff tactics talk just now.
You really like
Scared
this
you,
quest?
did it?
Good, because
That
I have
kind
high
of talk
expectations
comes with
for
being
it.
part of the House of
Even
the
though
Hearth.
I still have to remind myself that
When
it's not
Foltz
actually
was really
Lenny's
young,
quest.
He strangled all of his family pets.
Wait,
Just
what?
out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family. Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with.
that
but she
child
still
murdered
tries to
all of
test
his
them in
pets?
secret. You really
What is
have to
wrong
keep
with
an eye on
you?
that one. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance.
I'm
He's
not
very
over this
passionate
yet.
about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions.
Okay. You're telling me, first of all, that child murdered all of his pets. Second of all, this man is the same age as Lenny. Lenny just stopped growing. Lenny hit middle school and just stopped growing. Stops.
I know
Okay,
you two probably
continue.
aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can
Is this
promise you they
father
only have the best of
ex-mommy?
intentions.
You mean
Things like stealth
where
tactics and
Lenny
developing
is
different
mommy?
poisons.
Boys will be boys. We are
They
not
really mean a
excusing.
lot to them.
We are not excusing
They were
a
just
like
trying to show the
5-year-old
best
kid
of what they could
strangling
offer.
pets as
That's
boys
all.
will be boys. Someone ought to teach that kid a lesson. Oh my gosh. Who's the most fun to play? I really, really love Yenfei. Like a lot. I think Yenfei is so fun. A lot of the 4 stars I feel like are just
supplies
a
are
lot
here.
of fun.
Thanks. And who are these two?
Y'all, I have been around with Navia so
allow me
often,
to
and y'all don't
introduce
even know who I
This
am.
is the Traveler and Paimon.
I've saved Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, Sumeru, and Fontaine, and y'all don't know who I am.
I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
Oh,
Gaming is oh, he is fun.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now.
Yeah, I
then.
forgot about him. I'd have to
you
look
seen
at a
the
list
new
to like
opera that
actually
started
remember,
running recently?
but I do really like him
I
as
think
well.
it's called the 4,000 Thieves.
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
Yenfei's just
Seems like
goated,
it's going
man.
to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway.
I've been
You should
playing
definitely
D-Luke a
check it
lot
out if you
recently
have the
too, just
time.
for fun.
oh, and there's the Blind Maiden too. That one is supposed to have
Yeah,
audience
wow.
interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
I didn't get Xiao until very recently. I
After
can't say
this
that I'm a
mission is
big fan
over,
of him,
I
but
think I'll go get a manicure.
he is
Maybe I should dye my hair.
interesting. Why not stream in short
Wonder
format
how
on
much it'll
YouTube?
cost.
A Y stream? Because it hits the shorts
Do
feed,
these two seem
which is
much
the same feed that I'm already on for my
easier
videos. If
to
you
get
want to
along with
watch
than the others?
in full screen, go to
Looks like the House
Twitch.
of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard that.
Oh! Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others. Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
Ciao.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right?
I'm concerned about the meaning of
Whatever.
that sentence.
Let's go.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever
So
have some
all
time,
these people are
we
members
should
of the
go see
House of the
opera
Hearth?
together.
Even though those people are like adults?
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Okay, I kind of wish that that kid that strangled the pets was playable. Not like in his
They
current
didn't
form, but
seem
I
too
wish there was a
happy with each
character that
other.
strangled pets.
Seems like there could be something more going
Hi,
on.
Larkin.
here.
Today's the day to do the quest!
You're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Lenny's getting super far ahead.
Father is
Come on, let's catch up.
all-seeing. The all-seeing eye. How old do we think she is? I don't think she's that old. Father is here. Father is here to witness. She's just checking in on all her children and that dude. And this cat. You, kitty cat, are under the watchful eye of Father. I do not play Star Rail. I have a crowd here too. Let's go. Jack, not so smart. Hello. Yo, mama. That's Lenny. Yo, mama's Lenny.
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
They're
Well,
off their freaking
Father is
rocker.
always
That's what I
encouraging
think.
us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Then let's head out and... Uh-huh. Fremine, what are you doing here?
Clearly, he's smashing his head against the side of a box. Being socially awkward as
Hey,
usual.
nice to see you again.
Oh, you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
We were just going to make some food.
Okay.
Why don't you come along? I could use some help
Listen,
in the
it's not
kitchen,
what
and I
it's not what
seem
it
to
sounds
remember you
like.
mentioned
I mean,
you
it
wanted to
is,
make
but it's
seafood
not.
soup for the
The
traveling
kid
Paimon.
that strangles pets would just have a very interesting backstory, and I think he deserves to be
Paimon's
playable.
drooling
I'm not a bad
already.
person, I swear.
Were
Okay?
you looking for
Okay.
something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
I used to play HI3.
It's nothing.
After being extremely
I
sweaty
just wanted to see
and
if there
spending
were
a lot
any
of
extra
money, I
supplies.
have decided to
Yeah,
not play
we've
it
got some
anymore for the
leftover.
sake of my sanity.
What do you need?
Some food and water, and some clean cloth, if possible.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water...
Lenny,
Wait
what
a
are you even
minute.
looking at?
What do you need all of those
Oh,
for?
Lenny
They're
sussy.
not on any
Sussy,
missions
sussy.
as far as I'm aware.
Definitely not a
They were
bad
just going
person.
to come
I
out with us.
swear, I cross my heart
So
and hope
what's
to
this all
die.
about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion.
You started playing again after
because
part
I
2.
get
How's part
hungry
2?
at night. Could be because I'm
I
growing,
sank way too much
you
time
know?
into it. I could not do like MA, Abyss, and ER again.
Fremine,
It took
you remember what I
so
told
much
you?
time. It also
You're not like me.
unearthed
Your mind
parts of
still
my
needs some work.
anger issues that I didn't even
Tell
know
me
I
what's
had.
going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Mega Icon Slasher is on YouTube now. What's up?
We gave them some
Father murdered a bunch of kids. That's true. She did murder all of those kids in her what was it? Oh, the short that they
This is
released.
the first time I've seen that kind of look.
Man,
on
she
your
even
face.
murdered that poor girl,
Whatever
her like
happened?
bestie.
Does it have something to do with father?
Yes. Just follow me.
Good night, Goose. Alright, Fremine. Fremine has a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what happens when we don't look where we're going. We just fall off the edge. They should put up a railing. She just felt a little silly. Murdered all my friends. Okay. Oh my gosh, who is this little girl?
back.
Oh my god.
Oh, and you've got some bird
Wait, this looks like the
time.
girl that Arlecchino
Hello,
murdered.
My name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Lenny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you. You can call me Clairy.
Clairy?
Did she like reincarnate?
Nice
What
to
is
meet you.
happening?
Does that name ring any bells?
She should be dead by now,
No.
though.
Not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching
Bolt's
for.
playstyle would be a
From
shoelace,
the looks
yeah.
of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone.
Oh, wait,
I've
they did
just
say the
been
phantom
Keeping her hidden.
child or whatever.
For how
Bro.
long?
About half a month now.
Fremine's been hoarding
ever
a
since we got
girl
to
and
Croissant,
didn't tell
then.
anybody.
Do you have
So
any idea
basically,
what you're doing?
Fremine kidnapped
I know what I'm
this
doing.
child for
Really?
a half
'Cause
month.
from where I'm standing, it
Damn.
looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect. And not a single person was there to help him.
The crime mentality.
While I was
She
sleeping,
didn't voluntarily.
heard a
I
voice telling
think
me
that
to go
there's
save
like
him.
an age of consent.
I
And
opened my
the age
eyes,
that she's at is
but I
not the
couldn't find
consent.
the source of
Like,
the voice.
at what age does
thought
voluntarily
maybe I
following
was
a
just hearing
stranger
things,
not count as
but I went to look
kidnapping
for him
anymore?
anyway. Luckily,
The age of like
I got
actual
there with enough
consent
time
is
to
like
save his
in some
life.
countries 14.
that feeling of being haunted,
Otherwise, like
of hearing
18,
voices.
like at 18, if you
It's
voluntarily
happened
go
many
with a
times in the
stranger,
House
I would
of
be
the
like,
Hearth.
yeah, that's your bad.
I'm
You
sure
stupid.
you've noticed.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
If you're like 8 and you follow a
Unless
stranger,
there are other spirits roaming
the
around
stranger's
House of the
still
Hearth,
reliable
I don't
for
think there's any
kidnapping.
other possibility.
Like,
If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father
Clairvy
ordered
was
us to
older
do.
when she died, though.
But she's been living with us.
And by
helping us
died, I
from the
mean
shadows all this
violently
time.
murdered by her best friend.
I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's
What are
so
they gonna-
much we still don't know.
What are they gonna do? Kill
So what's your plan then?
kill
You
a
can't keep
ghost?
her
Yeah,
here forever.
responsible.
Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
So because of Fremine, we're gonna have to fight Arlecchino every single week. I have to kick her ass every single week. Because of this one mofo's mistake. Don't worry, I got it.
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that.
Do you now?
I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
Yeah, because she's gonna kill you. What do you mean?
Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine.
Let him cook, let him
No one
cook.
can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Lenny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Where's Lynette?
What
The
do you
brothers
mean?
are having bro time, and
No,
Lynette is
when we
probably
were
just like
younger,
off talking
you
to a
didn't
cat.
call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest.
Because
Later on,
bros.
when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are
See,
related by
I
blood.
said this. I said this. I don't know why the peanut butter
To
is
survive long
coming
before we
in to
joined the
play here,
house.
but I said this during the stream where I was like, Fromine is not related to them by blood, and then someone's like, they're not. I don't get that vibe, no, because there was like the backstory in Lenny's story quest, it's just him and Lynette, and now we have proof. Fromine is an outsider. Not really. You know what? Found family. Found family. It's okay.
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me,
They need to make a
that
blood
means more
pact.
than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one
Sounds
can
like a
replace you.
confession. Man.
So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kind of heated between Lenny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them. Oh,
Yes, father will observe the
I
situation.
should put my clothes away.
One of us got to grow up and the other one didn't. That's dark. Okay. Oh my god. Goodbye. She really is a— oh my god, she came back! She really is a ghost. Damn.
Huh. Looks like
Randomness,
she's not
hello.
here either.
Damn, she literally just— okay, wait, is she gonna go again? Bro, ghost things. Ghost things. What the hell? What the hell? What? You're freaking me out. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute.
A love confession
Fremine.
from Lenny.
You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
Everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Fromine has
We're all
like
friends
two
here, right?
emotions. Sad
We've been
and then
through so
sadder.
much together, so if there's anything we can do to help,
Child or
just say the
Zhongli?
word.
Zhongli.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
Yeah, basically Lenny says GTFO. A peace, brother.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it? I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you.
An orphan joke?
I know things could turn
I don't
dangerous,
know.
so
As an
I promise
orphan?
you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity.
Father
before
says I'll
Father
kill
is
her
able to
again.
track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
And?
And... nothing.
I tried to— oh my gosh!
Taking her somewhere really far away, but after some time, she
Renee is
just
like,
reappeared.
I tried to leave her on the top of the mountain peak, and she just came back. Damn it! I tried to drop her off a cliff, and she just came back. Oh my gosh, I tried to drive her out to the middle of nowhere, and she just keeps reappearing. God, not only did this dude try to kidnap her, he also tried to abandon her. What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? God, all these kids are destroyed. They're all ruined. Father ruined them. Bro!
She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Let's see here.
Voluntarily, I still
remembers hearing
don't think
something
that she can
If you fulfill a spirit's
be held
last wish
accountable
before
for,
they die,
like,
they'll let go of whatever's
not
keeping
being
them here
kidnapped.
and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot.
Is it still good to be
Guess that
back to
means we should go
Genshin?
ask
As
her
someone
about
who
her
never
wish.
left, I would say that now is a
First,
good time, yes.
from
Last
me.
patch,
I need you to promise
it was
me
better
something.
that you were gone.
What is it?
This
I need
patch
you to
is pretty
promise
good
me
though.
that this will stay
I'm
between the
happy
two
about
of
it.
us. We're
Quit
the
2 years ago.
masterminds
2
behind
years
this
ago
whole
was
thing.
like,
No one else gets involved.
was it
you do
Inazuma?
that for me?
Inazuma feels like it was so much
course.
longer than 2 years ago though.
Promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were
Fist
kids.
bump, bro!
Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1,
Why they gotta turn
2,
their whole bodies?
3. I swear.
Oh, we're part of this too? Wait, what the? Lynette just showed up? Lindy's like,
Whoa!
okay, that is funny. Yeah, Cloranda's coming next patch. She is definitely coming. They did kind of release that. Caught in 4K.
But what a surprise. What brings you here, dear sister?
Lynette looks so unenthused.
And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother.
And it all culminated to that.
And you too, Fremine.
Damn, Lynette. No punches held.
You 3, Traveler. And you 4,
Oh, come on. What did I do?
Wait, what did we do?
She just called me an idiot.
I've seen Clairy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out,
Lynette
you
can
were
see
just hiding
ghosts.
her.
Cool.
I heard you
I
talking
mean, I guess
about
we can
your
all see
plan.
ghosts.
Rather than staring
She
clear at
no-clips through the
situation, I'd
mountains.
rather fully join in.
Literally. No,
If you
yeah.
agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
Damn, Lynette. You
You're not
snitch.
giving us much wiggle
Lynette's
room
a
here,
narc.
Lynette. Well, I guess we're all
Nobody
in this
likes a
together,
narc,
then.
Lynette.
After we talk to Clairvy, we'll
We're
figure out our
all
next
in
move.
this together.
There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Lynette, stop being a narc. Father's watching. I mean, I like this, but efficiency-wise, it's not very efficient. It doesn't last super long, and I feel like it uses your stamina faster than just sprinting.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
Can you even eat?
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
There you go.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind,
Her
she
mind
really
is like,
eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as
is
we are.
father good?
Or
That's a good question. I have
couldn't
no
understand
artifacts
the
on
question
her,
at
so
all.
I have no idea.
Clairy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairy. Hello.
Wait, can we make Clairy playable
Clairy,
too?
how
Like,
did you
playable as a
join the House
ghost?
of the Hearth?
That would be cool. Imagine if she had, like, ghost abilities.
Isn't it the same for
And then
everybody?
Huta would hunt her
The
down.
Nave brings you here, and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be.
Oh my
In
gosh.
this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless it's the
Damn!
roster of people
She just
who've
went
been
for it.
executed. Wait, does that mean the Nave...
Yeah, she takes the scythe and goes, "Wha!
Is
Off
there
with their
anyone that
heads!"
can vouch for you?
Yeah, the Nave.
Perry, she's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Wait,
Have
isn't
either
Perry
of you
dead
heard
too?
of that name before?
Wait, what was
No.
Arlecchino's name? I remember they said it, but
Me
now I
neither.
can't remember.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster.
Was that her name,
But
Perry?
it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
Oh no,
It can be
no.
anything you want.
Wait, no.
Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're
Where's-
blowing
oh,
out the
here's the lore.
candles, and your wish is...
One of you guys probably knows.
To go outside.
Is it? No. Yeah, it's
so
in
the sun
the
can find me.
it's in the short. I just can't remember.
It? Well, that sounds easy enough. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can
I
imagine.
don't remember how to say it.
No one can get out alive.
Oh my god, girl, you're gonna haunt my nightmares. Jesus Christ.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests,
Let's go
maybe you
babysit
could
our
stick by
father.
her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
I'll give you a magic bird.
What?
If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us,
Oh,
there's
she'll
no need to
notice.
make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If
There's
the
nothing
worst-case
that she
scenario
doesn't know.
happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line. You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
I missed the beginning. Why did the House of the Hearth move to...
I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Let's see.
Clairy, I'd like to take you somewhere.
Oh, now Linny's gonna kidnap her. Oh my lord.
Sure. Where are we
This
going?
is a family full of kidnappers. Look for the Nave. Oh wait, let me take this opportunity to buy some specialties. They're very important. They left because of the ghost, and the ghost followed them. Got it. Do I need this? I don't need that. I don't really need these either. What I really need is these conches. I'm too lazy to look for them myself. So I'll just buy them. Alright, father, where you at? Oh, Childe is here as well. Is that so? It's a little Fatui party. The only one that can't join us is Senora. Cross yourself.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
I was still waiting for him to die.
It's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Mr. Worldwide.
I was unconscious
yeah.
for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya.
And well, I
couldn't
didn't
have
want to
that
be
in my
there.
Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So,
Mr. Tortilla.
I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
Oh my gosh.
What sort of unfinished business
Literally,
are we
Mr.
talking
Worldwide.
It has to do
Mr.
with
I'll
Skirk,
do it my damn
my
self.
master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left.
When
I
your
still have
master's
so many
running away
questions
from
for
you.
her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the Nave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay. So, have you found any
Mr.
clues?
Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence,
Didn't we keep his
certain
hydro?
existences can still manage
Wait,
to
did we
escape
give
our
that back to
purview.
him? And then I thought we gave it back to him and he
Unless
said,
Master
no, I don't
feels
want
there's
it.
a need to meet with me. She's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
What kind of master is she? She's like,
Focus on getting
nah,
better first.
become stronger and then talk to
The
me.
worst of it is over.
Isn't your master supposed to teach you how to
all
become
thanks
stronger,
to
not
that
just
one kid
ditch
from the
you
House of
until
the
you
Hearth.
become stronger?
Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over.
I would not trust
But
that
they really
child.
did help speed up my recovery. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrators involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologue.
Child sounds sick.
Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine
Or this
for
is
a
just
little
his
longer.
normal speaking voice.
Helping Lily and the
Which
others
just
brush
always
up on their
sounds
fighting
sick.
skills would be far
Like a
more
little
interesting.
congested.
If you and I could spar, that would be even better.
With
I've been
Syrian
waiting
pain
for a
and
chance
poison.
to
She
see you
literally
go all
poisoned
out.
him and he's like, I feel
And
better.
what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
The welcome to the Harbingers. They all hate each other.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth.
Even though I'm pretty
to
sure
what do I
everybody
owe
hates
the visit?
Child.
we just...
We are big fans of you and your murderous tendencies. Teach me
right.
more.
We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you.
What a terrible,
So,
like, Paimon, that was
introductions
like,
have already been made, have they not?
Oh,
she doesn't seem like the warm,
you
friendly
see,
type. She's like, oh, well,
there's
when
really
I
so
was
much to
born,
learn about
here's my
someone
entire
from a short
backstory.
introduction. At least tell us something a little extra.
Paimon, you couldn't have
like,
come up with something interesting to ask
why
her?
do you call yourself father?
Oh boy.
Good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that.
She is
now,
such
can we?
long
Spoken like a true
thighs.
diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave.
Where do you think
I
she
still have a
sees
small
from?
matter to
From the
resolve
middle
at
of the
home.
cross? Or is the whole cross like what she sees? Do you think she sees in like crosses?
I'd also like to hear the answer
Child
to this.
is Child
I've
is
met
the
some members
enabler
of the
right now.
organization, and they all seem
He's
like
our
really
he's our
good
yes
kids.
man.
They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know.
Oh my
I won't
gosh.
let you off
What's
easy.
happening?
And why would I betray them?
What part
Well,
did she even have
you've
to
already
do with
betrayed
them?
the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
Oh, now now we've got something interesting. Thank you, Child, the enabler.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Okay, this scene is so funny. Between the background being like so non-detailed and Child just like pasted on front of it. It looks like that one scene, like that one really cheap scene where they have like a green screen and the two characters just like having an intense like battle of words on a green screen. Oh my gosh. The Nave betrayed the House of the Hearth? So does that mean what Clairy said was true? Does the Nave really treat her children like test subjects? What is... She's literally cross-eyed. Actually, though, cross-eyed has a whole new meaning. So does betraying the House of the Hearth mean, like, you did bad by the kids? Or you did bad by the Harbingers? Like, is the House of the Hearth a Harbinger organization? Because if we're saying that she betrayed the house, what does that make the other woman? Like, man, that other woman, like, betrayed heaven and earth itself.
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Ah, well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
Okay, well, that's not her fault.
I see.
I mean, it kind of is, but
Huh. Based on your reaction,
it was either
I'm
killed or
guessing
be
it's all a
killed.
bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue.
Yeah, I murdered them. What's
would
it
be
to
more
you?
accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Isn't that the definition of being Fontanian?
You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did
Oh,
you
well,
try
I guess
to
not
help out
born
with
and
the
raised.
prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all?
Your
The
homeland can still be a
primordial
place
sea
where
wouldn't
you
have any
weren't
effect
born,
on
though.
me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfies
She
your
can't dolphin
curiosity.
dive. Is that the important point here? Is that you're not actually from Fontaine, you liar. You can't swim. You can't swim with us. So much for learning anything else about her betrayal. She probably only revealed that other secret in order to change the subject. She seems like she's trying to avoid talking about her past. For those of you guys watching on YouTube too, let me know if you can read the text, because I don't know if it's too small.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Her pants
Actually,
are so
while
fine
I was
though.
recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Childe gives
Well,
somebody
that's
who
only a
grew up in
recent
the House of the
development.
Hearth.
In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
That's why
Yeah,
I'm a winner, baby!
Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit
Well, the
jealous,
people,
actually.
consider that the
You've got
people
some
on
of your
YouTube
family
are also
members
on their
around you,
phone.
and you
Jack.
even get to live
That's
with
the
them.
point of
Having a lot
streaming
family
vertical.
around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different
At
colors.
once. Why does the idea
Okay,
of dyeing the
okay.
hair make
I
him
get the picture.
like that? Everybody dyes their hair these days. And Childe is talking about his siblings. So there you go. It's for the vertical, it's for the shorts
Well,
feed
would you
on
look at the
YouTube.
time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Let's spar right now. I can kick your ass.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
Ew, I don't like
No
when he
thanks
says her name.
necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves...
If he shows up in
even.
Natlan, no, you know who
I
will
like
show
the
up in
sound of
Natlan?
that.
Ito.
Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
Goodbye, Childe. I hope that I don't have to see you for at least 10 more patches.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh,
After you stalled me for this whole time. The god of
I'm rather
events,
enjoying
Ito,
the
literally.
evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
we managed to keep her distracted until nightfall.
Do you think
Childe was there
that
to
she
keep the
noticed
conversation
anything?
going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
No, she probably did. Apparently she has
Wonder
thoughts,
if Lenny
though.
ran into any issues.
Oh. Well, Paimon. Hopefully Paimon didn't have anything else to say. This is important. The pensive one is no different than the other ones. What's the point in even the pensive one? Her like this from here to here, her eyebrow goes down a little bit. Oh no, that's the serious one. I don't think default and pensive have any. Genshin needs new poses. It's been so long, man. It's been so long. Okay, anyway, I'm done.
Oh? You decided to stay a little longer? Let's take in the ocean view together, then.
This wouldn't be the ocean. This is more like a bay. A strait, if you will. Also, first of all, I've never heard of an ocean on a plateau, but I don't know. I don't know. You think she didn't? No, I think she did. I think she suspects. Ito will show up in a banner. I think all the characters that aren't Archons, essentially, if you're, okay, for the Chronicle Wish, I think any character that's not an Archon or not from like the current region is a good contender for the Chronicle Wish. Especially a character that came out like 2 areas ago. So like Ito would be great for the Chronicle Wish. Who is coming out on these banners? Who else? Oh, Linny. See, Linny's from Fontaine. But like Baiju, easily Chronicle Wish. Who was pulling for Baiju? I don't know. Who? Who? Geronimo! Father has arrived with the milk.
Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue.
Oh my gosh, she's a vampire
Clairy
as well.
can't go into the sunlight. Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
Wait, how did she get from the House of the Hearth to here then?
But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished.
So she's still
I
like
turned around and there she
there.
was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
You won the giveaway from the Discord? Why are you crying?
Maybe she's a
Congratulations. Was that pulled today?
No, it wouldn't be your wish if that were the case.
It was.
Well, we could always try pushing her into it. Oh, true.
What's the difference between pushing her into the
I pretty
sunlight?
much tried it all already.
And she
Nothing
already
worked.
tried to walk into the sunlight.
Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here.
No, the purpose of the sun going down is that now she can go to that location because there's no more sun. Idiot! Lynette was right. You are an idiot.
How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look. Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade, Landois.
That's all the people there in the House of the Heart? That's so many.
Aurore.
Specifically Nilu and Farina teams. That is a very specific team. Oh my gosh. All these French names. Should I try to pronounce all of them? Horaire. How is... We? No. Oh, I don't remember how to pronounce like the OIS in French. Like Lois? Louis? Lendouis? La Poy... Oh my god. La Poyande? Jambel. That's the only one that I think I possibly got right.
Oh, yikes. That
Paimon sounds
Aurore
different.
has a huge scar on his face. He's kind of giving Paimon the creeps.
Ah, I've met him
Actually, try to
before.
remember the guy with the scar in his
is
face.
from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Remember him from this moment, or remember him from another quest? Because if you want me to remember him from another quest, it's not going to happen.
He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and...
Cool!
Well, I never saw him again after that.
Another body hits the floor.
Wait, so that means the Nave, she...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave...
Even when you're an
prepare your
adult,
life.
Damn!
Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention.
Alright, I'll try to remember. I already forget his name, though.
Were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about
Horaire.
something.
Oh, okay, right.
I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange?
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chapleau and Filiol are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes and their, interests.
Did I scare them off? I did not scare them off. Maybe
That's
all
to
the
be
murderers and
expected,
kidnappers
actually.
in this
Father
group
brought
did.
us all here.
Yeah.
Shared her knowledge with us. Taught us how to fight. That's one thing we
The
all share.
orphanage battle royale, actually,
But
though.
that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the
Well,
House of the
obviously,
Hearth,
your
we're
father is a
also
lunatic.
considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the House, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chapleau and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filiol and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
See my glasses?
These kinds of
I
conflicts
usually
have
wear my
always
glasses.
been there.
I didn't wear them
It's
last
not
night,
like
though, because the other ones
Father
are
is
so
in the
dirty.
dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filiol and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs.
Clairvy's planting seeds.
She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Alright, Linny
All
is
these
a
words
Fatui
probably gave them the
sympathizer.
excuse they were looking for.
We have to
Whether
execute
they
him.
actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only
He's
know what
literally
Father
of the
has told
Fatui,
us,
I know.
Which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrator have been
But you
working
can
on
be
together.
part of the organization and not want to be
Apparently, it
there,
has to
which
do
we
with
have
the
seen
Fatui's
clearly.
strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks
Didn't
so too,
Neuvillette
but
just give it
she's
to
in
them?
no position to refuse. Their plan
You were
isn't
so
exactly
successful
unreasonable, and they've been
in getting
funneling the
Neuvillette
house
to just
a lot of funding.
hand it over because no
It's
one
just
gives a
that-
shit about Gnosises.
We'll lose a lot of members in the
The people that
process.
have them literally don't even want them.
Participating in the plan. It's an honor in
The only
name
person that
only.
actually cared about theirs was
What they're
Venti.
really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
You got Linny. Time to look for rainbow roses. Looks like the Fatui are plotting something big. But given how little Linny and the others seem to know about it, I probably won't be able to learn much. I should keep a sharp eye out during the future dealings with the Fatui to see what I can learn.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clairy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought.
Spoilers for what? The
If we
story?
leave
You should play
Filion
the
and
story.
others to their own devices, sooner
Catch
or
up.
later, Father will be forced to take action.
I can't
We
stop.
can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clairy for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest.
From
We'll try again
yesterday?
first thing tomorrow.
I think so.
Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make
Fish.
sure they don't do anything they'll regret.
I don't know.
Good luck
I
today,
don't get the
everyone.
vibe that
Have a good night,
Linny wants to
and
split
I'll see you tomorrow.
from the Fatui. So where did all of Navia's people go if the hearth is here? If the House of the Hearth is here? I thought they rebuilt it.
I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you don't think the Nave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds
No,
out
she's
about
definitely
all
gonna
this,
murder
do you?
them.
She's even
No
scary
doubt.
when she smiles. If she were to actually
You're
get
caught up
angry-
with just in waifus. Ha! Which means that you have Arlecchino, you just haven't done any of the story. Got it. They're also there. I want to see a turf war. I'm also afraid of her. So we can let's just let them.
Oh, well, in
Deal
that
with their
case,
own
we should
business.
just plan on running away. We'll grab Linny and the others and we can...
There you go. That's what I said. That's what I said. Hightail it out of there.
Over there. Quick, let's get
She's
to
running
before
away.
they leave.
Our captive prisoner child that we kidnapped is running away. After her. How do I get out of here? After that child. I'll fly after her. Meow.
Over there.
You want to see Linny and Lynette have beef? I mean, we haven't really seen them, like, argue, but we've seen them disagree.
Oh, where is she going? Oh,
She's going to touch the sun. Hey. I didn't say that I kidnapped, I said that we. The collective we, as in the hearth. The hearth,
Oh, look.
Linny, Fremine, they all kidnapped her. You smell when a new waifu was dropped? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Clairy! Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this.
She's standing in the rain.
You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right? Please, help us get on the same page here, Clairy. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that? Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your
This quest has
value,
made us all bad
you're
people.
handed
Ain't
over
no
to
way
the
you just
doctor,
talked about this kid breaking your neck.
experimented on.
Goodbye.
and a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough. You're saying the Nave did all that? It's just that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother. Mother? But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Is Perry the girl with like the
There's that name again.
bull fruit
Paimon's getting
on her
strange
head?
feelings.
Also, if they know that she's a ghost,
It
couldn't they have
almost
just
feels
figured
like
that
she's
she
not
like
really
could be from a
here
really
with
long
us.
time ago?
Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
She's literally a spirit. There you go.
Well,
There's
in
your
any
answer.
case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to.
This one's the best one.
Keep her company
We
for
shall
a little
see.
longer. She looks so young, but it seems like she's been through a lot. It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight. Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together.
I guess
But I
Perry
can't find
is
her.
like her nickname
Mori
for
Chusa-Supin.
Arlecchino.
No,
Because
that
Arlecchino's
wouldn't
name
happen to
is
her.
something that
She's
I forget
special.
how to say.
Mother likes her a lot.
But yeah, it's close enough to Perry.
I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
We should kill her.
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
Did I sing any songs? No.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
He's done all sorts of bad things,
Possible
but
that
his
Father
drip
and the doctor have had
is
certain
like,
dealings, but I
oof.
don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when
His
Father
his
first
drip
became a
is so
harbinger,
good.
the doctor offered to work with the House of the Heart.
I can
Father
excuse
rejected
everything else
most
that
of his
he's done.
proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment?
Hey, hey, hey.
what Claire
I'm
was
not a
talking
bad
about?
guy. But if I see good
I don't
drip,
think so.
you
I don't know
know.
any details
There-
about
I
the
can't- I
experiment
find it hard to
itself,
look
but
around
I do
that.
know it's an entirely independent operation. The doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own
I pledge
principles.
allegiance to the flag
There are certain
of the
lines we're not
House
willing
of the
to cross.
Hearth. Under
Alright, that's
under
good to hear
Father,
at
for
least.
which it stands.
Clairy
One
seems
house.
to think the Nave and the Doctor work together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairy is lying either.
Okay.
The easiest thing to do would be just ask the Nave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
She literally lives for the
Father didn't
mysterious.
come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract
Wait, she stood there all
Lynette, go
night?
with me.
What is wrong with
Ferdinand,
her?
You know what to do.
Is she also a
On your guard,
robot?
everyone. All right, let's get to it.
Who's watching us? Your father's right here. What are you talking about?
Where are we going today?
Let's try somewhere further away this time.
You're telling me that crazy lady stood in the same place for like 12 hours. She has strong legs. She has some like tenacious feet too. I shouldn't have said that. Now all the weird foot people are gonna come out. Oh my gosh, I could just teleport. Teleport up one hill. There you go. Is half hilly churl? Being mentally crazy doesn't necessarily equate to like physically crazy. Bro, why are you fixated on the glasses? I always wear these glasses. Oh, she actually moved like 10 feet. Bitch, why are you still here?
Oh, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
Yeah, your children freak me out.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep?
Like, physically able to
Or should I give
stand
you
in the
some time
same
to rack
spot
your
for
brain
12
for a
hours.
topic to discuss before I ask any questions. Although I must profess to being curious. Without Childe here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Naturally. Her eyes are so weird though. Like, what is she looking at? Like right now, it doesn't look like she's looking at anything. You know, like, you know that movie Coraline? Everyone knows that movie. It's literally a meme. She literally looks like the mother with the buttons for the eyes. Like, just creepy. Like, what is she looking at? I don't know. It's freaking me out.
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a
Obviously.
little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well,
And that's
I'll leave
scary.
you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
It's creepy when she looks
Good
at me.
things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
Ain't no way she's threatening the children of the House of the Hearth if we don't show up.
She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Release the
Good idea.
doves.
Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the Nave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good. Okay, then
Stops the story quest here. Oh my god, don't remind me of Sherlock
So
Paimon.
let's do our best to not get them in any
That
more
was
trouble.
such a meme. Why'd they do that to her? Not us trying to crack a case about like one dude murdering a bunch of girls and Paimon puts on Sherlock glasses and a mustache.
Seeing as we still have some
She's
time
only
before
scary.
my meeting,
No, her eyes. I
might
don't
as
know
well
where
enjoy
she's
some
looking.
Pleasant conversation while we wait. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
No,
I assume
Sherlock
you're referring to
Paimon,
Leonette
no.
and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you
It would be a
care
wasted
at all?
death if
They
we
really
killed
respect
Linny
you.
as
They
the
even
first
call you
death of a
father. You
playable
must feel
character.
something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable.
Oh,
along
good.
with them.
We'll outlive them. That's really what counts.
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
I can't unsee the Coraline mother. Like, I can't unsee it.
That's awful.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe. Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do
Bitch,
try
that's my
and keep
bird!
better track of it next time. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
I just picked it out of the air!
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned.
Oh, it's so unfortunate that Farina's not
know.
here anymore. I'd
Looks
love
like
to
we
go
wrapped
see her
things up
intimidate
just in
Farina
time.
again. Oh, that's always one of my favorite pastimes. Watching Farina pee herself in fear. Sad. Okay. I've already forgotten how to follow the line. Monsieur Neuvillette! It is I. Where is Farina? I miss her. I miss bullying Farina. Chasing a bird? Nah, she would just have to send out the thing.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
That would be funny though.
I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
Father
It is
did
all right
step
that
on
an
you during her
esteemed diplomat
demo.
such as
How
yourself
many
should
times
be
you wanted her to
afforded
step on
the
you?
proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
I always say leisure. How many people say leisure? I don't like that. Why is there no music? It's just silent. Also, why is this cup of tea so large?
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So
Oh my
allow me to
gosh.
use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Is she trying to offload her children onto Neuvillette?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
This is very weird.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette,
Why are we here
I will
watching
gradually
this?
withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within the
What if she's
Fontaine.
like, I'll withdraw my forces, so then all of those operatives, the Fatui operatives, just leave and you can't farm them anymore. until Snezhnaya. Man, that would be iconic.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe?
The typewriter?
That
Oh,
thief
hold on, I
who
got one.
embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence.
Imagine
I
she
cannot
kills him.
imagine how the
Imagine
House of the
he
Hearth
kills
might
her.
have been
What are you
involved
talking
in his
about?
passing.
He
Of course,
literally
if you
has the
accept my
might
proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette,
of like
I'm sure
the
certain measures could be taken
original
to reduce the
dragons
frequency of such troubles.
of the world.
You
Yeah,
choose
that
your
typewriter
words
do
carefully
be
indeed.
chunky
In
boy.
that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
She's just stringing us along, man. Oh my. Instead of running, I'll just teleport. PS5. PS5 loading makes it faster to teleport outside than actually walking to the door.
What exactly were you talking about?
Except when you can't menu. That's my bad.
Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
And then Neuvillette
You
drinking
really want to
your
know?
children.
I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay.
Why is this man running?
Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
The Nave may seem relaxed, but she didn't seem to be joking earlier when she said those who betrayed the organization must pay with their lives. I think she's serious about punishing those kids. Oh, okay, there he is. There's our guy. How should we stop her? No. There's something else we should figure out first. While we're talking in front of the Palais Marmonia, she mentioned Clairvy's name. Does that mean she knew Clairvy was there the entire time? Maybe she anticipated how Lenny and the others were going to act. Ah! Oh my gosh, I called the line.
Oh, shoot.
No way, this dude sounds like this.
Oh,
Who gave you
jeez,
that
I'm
voice?
so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, ready for that.
Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
On the house of the hearth? Bro reminds me of Bennett, yeah, because the nose. You look
You don't
familiar.
have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply.
Imagine
the
you run
extras will
into
be
somebody
useless
and the
come
somebody
tomorrow
is like,
anyway.
have a free newspaper. I'm like, this is
It's
garbage.
my fault.
You are
really.
handing me free
I
garbage.
was just trying to bring home
Thank
some
you.
extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Bye.
Hold on.
Oh. In that moment.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with
himself.
mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so
No one
sometimes it's hard
cares!
to not get ahead of myself.
Goodbye!
Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some
Arlecchino
light
just bought
reading to
3
enjoy
pieces
along the
of
way.
garbage.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer?
Paimon, you're trash at this.
Paimon just realized how hungry
Oh my
she
god.
is. She can't head
Paimon,
back to Poisson.
you
and
know that
just-
she's already seen through you. Paimon's trying to buy us more time. If we head back now, I doubt Lindy and the others have made any progress. What should we
It
do?
appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless.
To give the kids to paint. To give the kids to cover their eyes before she executes them.
That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden?
If you kill Linny, then I'll answer your questions.
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Well, now I'm offended.
Then what can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
Fine. Perry.
Wonderful.
To paint with their blood. Oh! Damn, that got dark fast.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds
Fine.
enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide.
Oh, fine.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Fine. Honestly, I didn't really hear what she said. But I'll do it. Oh, there's a Fatui operative here. That's what I remember that pin is for. Why you gotta go so far away from any teleport? Oh my god. This is so far away from the teleport, I'm gonna change my team.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter!
Oh my lord.
And away I go!
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Oh my.
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
Oh, this is
No
where
one
the
comes
battle
around.
happened?
Nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although,
What?
this place does have something to do with
What?
the story I'm about to
I didn't
tell
know
you.
it was actually in the game.
It was before I became a harbinger. And before Linny and the others joined the
You mean
House of the
before
Hearth,
Linny and the others
and
were
to
even
certain
born?
events,
But
I
okay.
first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother.
Her mother looks like
Crucibina, to
Cocolia.
live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the Nave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house.
I like how her face contorted. Like, she looks nothing like the woman at the end of that short. That's crazy. Her face completely changed.
Clairvy was happy here. For a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her?
I murdered
You said
her.
that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Oh, you young, foolish child,
Despite being
Paimon.
Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Perouere.
Paraware.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now.
Oh my god, were they lovers?
Clairvy
At the
was a
age of
cheerful and
8?
passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Perouere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Perouere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Perouere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will.
Yeah, that's because
Even
her
though
other
body racked
girlfriend
with
is
pain,
dead.
She would still
Butterfield.
stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Perouere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes.
SMH.
But one day that light
She killed her.
vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
What? That light vanished because I murdered her!
Of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Perouer weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during
Clairvy's
this time
cute.
that
We
Perouer
should have
suggested a
playable
new plan.
Clairvy.
If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne
And
of
that was
lies?
the plan all along.
Mother herself.
You were being played.
Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success.
Hey, just
Clairvy
because you're
never gave
famous
another
doesn't mean you
reason,
can't
but
die.
Perouer could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as
You
her
could just
mother.
say she was a harbinger and that would be
Killing
enough.
her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained.
Die.
Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt
That
she
is
could
so
be
dark.
free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Perouer. The very person that had stood by her side all those years.
It was assisted suicide.
It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Perouer end her life. From that moment on, Perouer's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Crucibina, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Perouer killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Perouer won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Perouer. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that is where the story ends.
How gracious of you to bestow all this
Any more
upon us.
questions?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met... Was she really a spirit at all?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self, Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
This is crazy,
No
man.
wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she
73%
truly
of
lives
people
in the
got her.
confines
Yes.
of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape, and it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again.
She literally said kill her again!
I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind.
Oh
this
my
time.
gosh. The answer was literally to kill her twice.
Paimon can understand why
Damn.
you don't want her gun, but isn't there
Kill the
another
child
way?
twice.
So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
I mean, she's kind of dead already, but...
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand the difference between Crucibina
Just
and
kill the
myself
ghost.
lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
I forgot we still have to fight her at the end of this quest.
Is this really what you want
And now
to do?
you choose to speak.
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Fathers don't feel.
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow.
I would just wrap it all up
Anger
and say
makes you
feelings,
impulsive.
period.
Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my
It was
end
not
of the deal.
funny.
I give your friends quite a bit more
I
time.
don't see them.
As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh my lord. I am left with the question, how is Genshin going
Here
to
they are,
top
Father.
themselves this time?
Oh, you gonna execute
They just like keep getting darker and darker, and I feel like
Actually,
they've
first for me.
hit rock bottom at this point. I'm unfazed by any of this like fucked up shit they try to throw at us anymore.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time. But I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Oh wait! If I have to go into this fight as
Father, let me
freaking
explain.
Cloud Retainer,
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house, and for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz,
Cuts off their head.
why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret
This
midnight
is a
meeting number
cult.
3.
I genuinely
Participants,
think this is a
Filial,
cult.
Nantoi, Sato, Toddy. Nantoi clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added,
Okay, this kid is a narc
I just
too.
want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
We should just
I
kill
did
this
not.
kid.
You're lying. Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairy. You were using all those things Clairy brought up as an excuse to question
All
Father.
NPCs are going to
Words
die.
locked
That's
in a
the only.
cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said.
Dude, we
wasn't
gotta like.
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Uh-huh.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before.
Bro, kid, you deserve to die! Oh my god, I've literally
Never.
never.
Cannot tolerate
This kid
any
is
form
a
of
huge
betrayal.
narc.
Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial...
He counted the
Nantoi,
meetings, actually. Actually a
sorry.
professional narc.
I owe you both my life. I owe Clairy too.
Then die for
all your
them!
help after I got
Oh my
poisoned,
lord.
I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry.
Okay, you know what? You know what? All of these people are huge snitches. They, like, we teach them, teach them to be a family, but really, what did we teach them? We just taught them to snitch on each other to save their own lives. That's what we taught them. Arlecchino, you made a family full of snitches.
Filial.
Oh my
We
god.
made a mistake. And we should own up to it.
Rules are meant to be
We
broken.
broke the rules. Plain and simple.
Actually, you know what? We
Now
should
have to
kill
face the
father.
consequences. I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz.
30? What? Wait, 35 wishes?
I'm
Damn.
sorry, Father.
Damn, son. Marco, hello.
We accept our punishment.
Chapeau, according to the rules
Bro,
of the
I'm
House
already
of the Hearth,
rich.
how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Yeah, the shorts are doing live streams now. If you stream vertical. Oh my god.
Father!
Who
please wait.
are you calling he?
Something
Bro.
you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father.
This is the face
Filial and
of
the
somebody's
others
darling
did.
daughter.
Does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families.
I mean, technically they
The very
didn't
first day
leave.
we joined
Isn't
the House of
isn't the
Hearth,
rule
we
that they
wanted
have to
nothing more
leave
than
the
to make it a
house
real home.
and not like
But the
just
truth
have
is,
secret meetings
none of us know what a
talking
real home
smack
should look
about
like.
everybody?
I'm not saying I have all the answers.
It's not
All I
like
know
they
is this.
actually left.
Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules.
Because it's just like they
but
took the
doing
secrets
so
out
will
of the
only
house,
bring
but
us
they didn't
further
leave
away
yet.
from being a real family than we've ever been. So
Oh my
please,
gosh.
Father, Please, reconsider.
We should kill Foltz though,
agree with
because he's a
me.
snitch.
Father, please. Lenny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons.
Let's go!
Face
I swear to God, if I
Your
have to,
weapons?
if I have to
Father,
fight
are you referring to the
Arlecchino
duel?
as
Precisely. The rules of
what's
the house will not be altered.
with my
Traitors must
running
be
team,
punished.
we're gonna have a big issue.
However, resolving disputes with a duel
Ain't no
is
way.
also one of our rules, one that
No.
also applies to me. Demonstrate
No.
a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Beat. Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Lenny.
Yes, that's because Linny is weak sauce. I would never fight him with Linny. Neuvillette would literally kick her ass. Come on, bro. Let Dragon Daddy take him on. Stop. Watch. Oh, who is this team? It's Zhongli. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Lenny and the others have to
Zhongli, Chiori,
What should we do?
Sayu,
Something
and
like that.
Cloud Retainer.
If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Allie, that's just vulgar. Is executing them really what she wants? No. Because she knows. She knows.
Want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Looking at that expression on her
Oh my
face,
god,
she
just let
seems
me at
really
her.
serious about this.
Paimon,
Guess that
shut
means
up.
There's no chance
Paimon,
she's
shut
throwing
up.
a duel on purpose, huh?
Paimon, shut up.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
Linny.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help.
Linny has
to
a
the
card.
house of
Oh my
the
god,
house.
so true.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
She's going to let me change my
Traveler?
team. That's what she's going to do.
You're asking to join the duel against the Nave?
Yes, we've already fought Childe. We've already fought Senora. I fought a freaking whale.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling
I'll
ring at
allow
our
it.
disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Actually, what would be worse than fighting with my running team is fighting with the Traveler. Laura, hello! Fuck me. Okay, well at least give me this.
Skyward! Scatter!
2,000 damage! Chiori has some artifacts on. Well, this isn't gonna be the fight that I thought it was. After I had just said earlier, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be an easy clap. Instead, we get this.
Is it my
At least we have Zhongli. Literally the only saving grace in this entire fight is having Zhongli. How did I change character? Oh, I forgot that. Oh, guys, I've never even played Chiori. Oh, Lynette's helping us.
Is it my turn now? Now that's
Let me at her level. Let me at her level.
This is order.
Oh, 16k on Zhongli. Let's go. He doesn't normally do that much. Sayu's like the worst person on the team. Does Sayu even have any artifacts on? She has 13k HP, so she has some. We do have a healer though. There you go. No, I wasted Chiori's ult!
Solidify.
Yeah, the Uno reverse card, help. Alright, Chiori is actually our main DPS here.
Father's even stronger than I expected.
Bro, if I had Neuvillette, ain't no way.
Look at us. Trapped like a bunch of
I will have order.
Guys, what would be like, what would be incredibly cursed if they started putting trounce bosses in the abyss? I would be down for that.
Solidify.
Like floor 13 would just be trounce bosses. How cool would that be? Would I be? Am I the only one?
Now's our chance. Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after.
This is order.
Just wait until you see my final form, bitch!
Stabilize.
You got the power of an Adepti, an Archon, a Seamstress, and a Tanuki. Oh man. Yeah, Neuvillette would be too easy. This fight isn't actually that hard, so I guess it's fine that I don't have Neuvillette. Otherwise, she would be clapped like 10 minutes ago. She would be clapped before the fight even started. It's 1 a.m.? Damn, go to bed. But it's also like Saturday. When are we gonna get this outfit for her? Brian, hello. I like how they put her in a revealing outfit even though she doesn't have that much. Okay, you didn't even let me move there. I just got clapped.
That remains.
Zhongli needs to heal.
Stray cloud converge. Yeah, skyward.
Come on, Chiori. I've never farmed artifacts for Chiori. I don't even know what set she has on.
Gather.
Delicate as silk.
It's 11:09 in the morning on Sunday.
Solidify.
I'm out of here.
The sun and moon have set.
Oh,
Only moon.
there's like a barrier there. Luckily, I've done this fight before. I feel like that might be cheating.
Come on out.
Heal! My healer!
Order guide you.
Now's our chance.
Over here.
Sometimes only the beginning.
The fact that she's weak to that charge attack right there is kind of like... no. Ah! Ah! I was busy trying to put my shield up!
Watch out for father's movements.
You know, this team actually ain't that bad. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it could be worse. Not that her being immune to ranged attacks being canonical.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Kill them all.
Oh, I know.
No! I'm sorry.
Wasn't that using the flute? Oh, hell no. Oh, shit. I feel like that's a move that we learned in Kung Fu.
Sorry for what? This
When
painful
someone
cease
punches
from
and you pull the
attack.
arm, I'm gonna lie, I always fall for that. Now you are in a blood prison. It was the craftable sword? That might even be worse.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
You just went into a different dimension. In her eyeballs.
A crimson moon. I can't move.
Oh my god. Oh my god. When did she get so tall?
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
It's because I didn't have Neuvillette. Oh, hell nah. You didn't even let me finish her off. That's not fair, man. I could have done that with my running team. Adventure time.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Well, unfortunately, no playable characters died today.
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination.
Change the method of execution? What?
I'm prepared to change the method of execution.
The Traveler will kill you now.
Alar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe.
Oh, now you will burn
I
to
didn't
death.
lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away. If
I
you
think
can
searing
withstand
pain
the
is a physical harm,
when
but that's
you
fine.
awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
She was planning this all along. Blah, 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 same dude. Okay, noted. Yeah, these are the rivers. This is what she was talking to Neuvillette about. Okay, how come sometimes the inner thoughts go by super fast on auto and sometimes they just don't go at all? Like, alright, I guess I'll manually press the button. Fine.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
Goodbye.
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
All of this? Guys, we went through all of that effort.
Even so...
We went through all of that effort to erase Wander from existence. We could have just
I let you down.
drank the flames.
I really
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes?
No crying in my house!
Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Dude, why is everybody out on the warpath today? Keep it in your pants,
Chapleau,
my lord.
Fultz,
My
Elmar.
liege.
Take them back to Poisson. And bring Lenny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Father.
Let's go.
Here.
Dude, can we still kill this kid? I don't care what anyone else says. This kid must die. I have no remorse. Cut his head off. That sounds really bad, but I hate this child more than anything. Like... oh my god, I hate that child.
Nave.
Now it is time for you to die.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long time.
Okay, well now I'm gonna cry.
Neither.
God damn. We can talk about killing all these children.
That's
Meanwhile, Clairy's been like, you're Perry. I'm like, bro, there you go.
At least sugarcoated it a little.
You died, bitch. What? And that's actually iconic. Love that for her. Good job.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm
Okay, then.
dead.
Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that?
She do be like that, I guess.
If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her.
Oh, here we go again.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time.
Ain't no way she's telling a child
the other
this.
children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope.
This is like that moment where you like meet your like past self, but it's your past self in best friend
you never turned
form.
your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, for the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess
I can't.
is the freedom to choose
That's like...
to die.
I never imagined I would say something like that.
Woof.
I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you.
No way you just pulled out
again,
the slip and fall and break your neckline again.
Choice.
Oh my god.
Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
See you, Win.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand.
This has only got me caught up a little bit because it's like it is a little bit too real of like depression and like thoughts of suicide.
Freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it.
They have to fight for this searing
freedom
pain.
That is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
I mean, she opened that window. You saw the world through the window.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Really?
Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight.
Literally, when she's 8, she knew she was gonna be daddy. Alright, what should I tell you about? I mean, she is interested in freedom. Let me tell you about a gay drunk bard named Venti.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard. Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you about all of them. Contracts! You see, what you and your mother were engaged in was an unofficial contract.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother.
Forget about Mother. She's dead to you, and she's also literally dead.
Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, she probably wouldn't.
Yes, because Perry is our androgynous king that we needed all our life.
I just have to keep
oh
them
my
all
gosh.
for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
The dead ghost. Hello, Zeno. Welcome. All right, let me tell you about
Those yokai
MILF Mommy A.
What do they look like?
And her poor
I once
relationship
saw a
with her
drawing
son
of
as
this
well.
One guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that?
Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni.
Also, Anthony, hello.
We've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
No, just ask Master Dog about the effects of beans on the digestive
I was always
system.
too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying.
Yeah, you can pass notes and gossip to your
just
friends.
kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds...
This girl can't even
great.
breathe without fearing for her life. Oh, I didn't get to talk about my
situation was
my
super
other father,
dangerous.
Neuvillette.
Me and
No.
Lynette were accused of committing a crime.
What game is this? It's
and they were going to have
Genshin
to stand trial at the Opera Epicles.
Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next?
I'm kind of more interested in knowing if
Don't
Linny
worry,
took
we were
the
able to turn the situation around
magic
super
flames.
quickly.
Oh my gosh, here she is. She's back.
Paimon, of course.
You were right. She's back.
How'd you
Ain't no
do
way.
that? Come on, tell me.
Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
She's listening intently. She seems really happy. Gennady, hello. Tell me more. Detective Paimon, tell me more. Maybe this is the first time she's ever been truly able to relax, but I'm not sure how long this moment can last. Yeah, before Arlecchino does what she does
Shadows
best.
don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
She'll probably forget everything. The sun is risen and with it she disappears like a vampire. Oh my gosh, she's in the sunlight.
Clairy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Nave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me
Bruh.
really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself.
Right in the fields.
Goodbye.
Gingers, man.
May we meet again someday.
Bruh.
Clairy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I know, I didn't get to
I
talk about
also have
Neuvillette, and
certain
that's my
sentiments
favorite thing
left
to
unsaid.
do.
I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures.
Oh, stop. Ain't no way you're having
But
feelings
a shadow's
too.
memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Oh.
Father?
Oh, did he take it? Oh, no, wait. He's just coughing because she beat the shit out of him.
Hey, Lily! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filio and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Well, considering that he's here...
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But...
Fatui
we never wanted to leave
sympathizer,
the house.
SMH.
It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way.
My eyes? Thank you. Are we sure you're not talking about Arlecchino's eyes? But I'll take the compliment anyway.
But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas. I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in
She
me.
was literally forced onto the
What
throne.
made you
She also
believe
forced
I
her
was
way onto the
deserving of that throne?
But all the same.
You're brave,
Hello.
talented,
Ananas.
and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Someone kick that kid.
Speaking
Just
of
like
that,
punch
so
him
brave
all the
of
way
you,
across
Lily.
the ocean.
It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Kid, I'm gonna punt you the next time I see you.
Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning.
You're just witnessing this awkward
She
stare off.
suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title.
I cannot begin to express how much I hate that child.
Or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly
As the
lack
only
is
5-star of the
For
family,
someone
Linny,
of your talent, though,
you
that's
will
something
take the
that will come
throne.
with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you
I'm
want,
just
I
watching.
would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid.
Linny's voice
Plus,
just
with
like
Project
dropped
Stooja
so
at
many
hand,
octaves.
there are many dangers ahead.
He became
and I, for one,
the
don't intend
king,
to back
and
down.
now he is the
Protecting
father.
my family at all costs. That's my
That is
conviction.
my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stooja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so,
Oh my god, her
the
eyes like went
shall
up, but
rise amid
I
the frigid
can't.
blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll
meet you every week, woman, as your foe.
No matter how arduous the journey ahead,
I'll meet you every
I hope
week
we both
for
reach our
so long
desired
that
destination.
Natlan will be over by the time that I meet her again. Like, we'll be in Snezhnaya by the time that I stop meeting her every week. Oh my gosh, because every week I do the three most recent trounce domains. That means that the 2 new ones in Natlan plus Arlecchino are gonna be done until Snezhnaya comes out. That's a crazy thought. Like, now I can finally stop fighting Skara, but now I have to fight a Pep. Oh my gosh. That's a crazy thought, man. Alright, wait until 2 days. I can't believe I had to fight her with this team. And I actually Chiori actually came in super clutch. Let's see what Chiori has on. She has the Jade Cutter. And a 4-piece golden troop. 98% crit rate and 109 crit damage. Stonks! You'll meet her at her funeral. Maybe I'll do that fight with Neuvillette so we can see what it could have been. Oh my gosh, I will admit that quest was very good. The whole beginning part with With Clairy, though, I didn't really care about.
Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été? Oh, Paimon wonders how they're doing. Maybe we should go check on them.
Now that we're professionals at using this team, shall we? Oh no, I got frozen. Oh no, I really got frozen.
We'll have order.
Oh wait, yeah, it's this mage. It's super annoying with her like constant shield. Oh gosh, wait, I didn't use Sherry's ult. It only did 16k anyway.
Solidify.
We got the operative. Nice. This woman and her shields. Target abnormal. I don't even know what that means. We got him. We got him. Alright. Alright, moving out.
On this fine... Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Back at the house.
Lynette, Fremine, how are you feeling?
Alive.
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
I am indeed right as rain.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed.
Couldn't even turn over. Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Clairy gone? Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
How poetic. We bid her farewell under a blanket of sunlight.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
Wait! So if Clairvy was 16 when she died, and like, let's say a year later, 17, so that means that Arlecchino's less than 17 years older than them. Assuming they're like teenagers, like 15. I guess that would make sense. Arlecchino's like in her mid-30s.
Wait, what? You've met the former Nave?
Bye, Josh.
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
Look, Fremine's been here a long time.
Crusabina had an extremely cruel
Anime
and radical way of
Factory,
doing
Alyssa
things.
Factory, hello.
While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating.
Wait.
The experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crusabina never talked about the past with us newcomers.
That means that Fremine and Arlecchino were both like in the house at the same time as orphans. That's a crazy thought.
A couple of months after I joined...
Wait, and that would be assuming that Fremine was 0.
And burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
That's crazy. So like let's assume that he was like between 5 and 10. That means that Arlecchino is only like 7 to 12 years older than he is. So maybe she's into her late 20s. That's interesting thought.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crusabina or Clairvy.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself.
A couple months, so it was about a year
The
later
last time I
though.
talked to her, did she
Man,
mention
it got a
that
lot
she kept
darker.
it a
Now
secret
the
for so
one
long?
light is not enough. Who do you
She said
main?
She didn't want us to be
Neuvillette.
affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are
Her
now.
impersonation
That's what
of
Father told
Arlecchino
us in the
is
end.
not very off.
But I still thanked her
But
for
it's
everything.
distinctly Lynette.
It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
You would have been like 5 years old, man. Also bold of you to think that you could fight every other person in the house. From an A. I know I don't want to have this conversation with you, but you are a 4-star. Do you know what that means? Son, you're weak.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Lenny isn't weak. No, that's because he's a 5-star.
Bathed in sunlight. Or
Come
shrouded
on.
in shadow.
You are boiled down to
We'll
your
find our
rarity.
Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Filio and Nantoy okay?
Who knows? They're gone with the
I actually
wind.
saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell,
But they
were
recognize each
drinking
other?
coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
While we did it, I think it would be kind of funny if a future quest had us doing like in Detective Paimon, where we found out that the people that were being accused were like members of the House of the Hearth that like forgot that they were members. And they were actually Fatui all along. Hello? New Trounce domain. What else? What other thoughts do I have about that? So, let me get this right. It wrapped up with the fact that Linny is the new father of the house, and Arlecchino is just leaving Fontaine, as in she's dead and gone to us now. Is that right? Is that the gist of the ending? I mean, she'll never leave us. She's still with us here. She's with us. There she is. I am, as I said before, I am a little concerned with the way that Genshin's doing their story quests, because they just like... Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't mean to... Never mind. But, that like, they keep trying to like build on like, depressing narratives and like tragic backstories. And I feel like at a certain point, they need to stop. Like, we've reached like the pinnacle of tragic backstories, and I feel like we're done now. Come on. Like, we're good. Unless it's like another Harbinger, because they're all fucked in some way. But actually, WTF. Hold on, let me check. What are their characters? Chiori's backstory wasn't really that tragic. It was just her being like a little bit unhinged, as she should be, because my god, she has nothing else going for her. I gotta remember what we've even been through. Nave just cries all the time, and I guess fair, because she has a tragic backstory. Farina, barely even has a backstory. Like, I understand that she has a backstory, but her backstory was literally just being created by somebody who was like emotionally unstable. So Farina just inherited emotionally unstable, which I guess in and of itself is a tragic backstory. Oh my gosh. I can't remember Risley's story quest, like, at all. Neuvillette's story quest was, like, tragic backstory of the Melusines, but told through Neuvillette. Linny's story was, like, investigative thing. I don't know. God forbid you be in a Hoyoverse game and not have a tragic backstory, that's all. Alright, let me do this. I'm not gonna collect this because I gotta collect it in co-op, but I do wanna... Wait. Oh, this is the Trance domain? What kind of freaky altar is this? Why didn't they just put it in the middle here? They should have done the thing that they did with the wolf, where, like, they just put it in the middle of the battlefield. Slightly irked, but it's fine. It is literally so minuscule that it doesn't even matter. Her weekly drops do look pretty cool, though. Alright. Have I done this? I think I have done this with my full team. Oh yeah, you start all the way out here, too.
There is no escape. Do you not even have the courage to be afraid? With these rising flames.
Ow.
It's growing, but it poses no threat to me.
Now that's more like it. With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
Oh, I could have one ulted her. Oh wait, she's still in the middle. Oh, it was not a one ult. Oh, I missed. I also missed with what's her name? What's her name? Nahida. Oh, I forgot to use Farina's ult.
Commit it to memory. Let my name echo in song. Yoo-hoo!
Silence.
Oh, I didn't use Neuvillette's ult either. A 68? See, this phase is stupid. Why is that so easy? Why was the first phase harder than the second phase? Ain't no way. She doesn't have, like, a time where she's completely down, either. Like, Raiden has a time where she's, like, negative 200 res. What are these little floating things? Interesting. That's cool that we're, like, actually in the world, though. Can you see, like, the rest of the world? Oh my gosh, you can. What if you could, like, see Sumeru from the battlefield? Huh. They did it like a domain. I wish that it was like the wolf, but that's such a minor thing. It doesn't really matter. Ooh, more rewards. That was a good quest. The only thing that I have against it is that the part where it really got good was Arlecchino just talking to us. Like, nothing happened. She literally just narrated what happened in that short. The part that got me, though, was Clairy being like, oh my gosh, Perry, is that you? You're all grown up. And I was like, oh shit. But, other than that, I did enjoy it. So, kudos to that. The next one that should be coming out is gonna be like, oh, it's Cyno's part 2. I cannot remember what happened in Cyno's part 1, like, at all. But that'll be coming out in the second half, which will be in a while. I don't know if I'm gonna stream that, but for now, this is the end. We might be back streaming alt account building. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow's gonna be a beautiful day. I'm gonna go outside, guys. I'm gonna go outside, and it's gonna be amazing. But soon. Also, look out for more Zenless, because I'm still doing that. I'm really determined to try to finish it before the beta ends, which I consistently have not been doing. But stay tuned for more of that. I don't know, I'm in a streaming mood recently,
but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors
subscribe,
of the people of
like the
Fontaine.
video. If you're on Twitch,
I believe I will continue to take pride in
follow.
fulfilling my
I haven't been on
duties.
Twitch in so long, I don't even remember what the lingo is. But until then, thank you for watching. I will see you on another day.